Hi, it's Enrique with Canary Perspective. Today we have Lucy, and in this video we're going to be going over just kind of like finding the number, finding the working number for Lucy. The number we're going to be using to teach and train her. So right now she's got the e-collar on, Black Edition. It's on her left jaw, so anywhere but, so as high as on the neck you can put it, and then anywhere but the middle, like the Adam's apple, and then like the top of the neck. So the top of the neck is just means it can become too sensitive, and the Adam's apple is just uncomfortable. So for this 4-week board and train, what we're going to be doing again is finding the number. So a few functions is you have a button to turn on your collar, and you have a button to turn on here. It's on already. This is the button. You have a front button, it's a pager, it's called the vibration function as well. Knob on top is the increase and decrease in numbers. These two buttons, you have a bumpy one and a smooth one. So the bumpy one is the one we're going to be using, it's called Nick. The difference is if I hold on Nick, it goes tap. If I hold on continuous, it goes tap until that go. On and off button. There's your screen. Right now it's at 54, that's not his number, or her number. I don't know what her number is, or like I said, this is 0. So we have connection, perception, and working. Connection is letting me know that the two contact points are making contact with the neck. So you'll start to see a twitch, but then she's just kind of like this. Then we go to perception, and maybe Lucy looks to her left side because that's where the box is, like, what was that? What was that? But then doesn't do anything. Then we keep going up, and then maybe we see Lucy go, like, moves this way. I tap again, she moves this way, right? So every movement is caused by a tap. So we're gonna find it in, starting at 5, going in increments of 5, giving 3 taps. So 5, I'm gonna go tap, tap, tap. I press the button 3 times in that rhythm. So when I say tap once, I've pressed the button once. And then after that, we're gonna go to 10, tap, 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 and looking for that working number reaction. So we're gonna go ahead and look at Lucy. This is 5, tap, 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 10, tap, 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 15, tap, 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 right there, tap. Okay, goes back to sniffing, tap. 17, tap, tap, tap. It looks like she's seeing, like she's hearing a fly. This is 20, tap, tap. There we go, more movement. See, like that look? So before she's like, what's that, what's that, what's that, what's that? She's moving her head. But then this one, what was that, what was that, what was that? It's more movement. So we want to see movement. That's letting me know that it's worrying her more. So the other one's like, there's probably a fly near me. But then that movement's like, okay, this is getting more annoying and more, it's more annoying. How does this go away, or what is this feeling? So that's what we're looking for. We're gonna find the working number. You're gonna want to be repeating this as you keep working with Lucy, finding that working number. That you'll see that there's a general range for certain activities. So for a walk around the neighborhood, maybe it's 20. At Oz Park, where it's super busy, maybe you're at 30. When she's playing with her friends, maybe 40. So the number's always going to change on those types of activities. And then also weather. So if it's super hot, your number could be higher. If it's raining, it could be higher. Just depending how the walk is, could be higher. Maybe she sees her best friend. You might need to be higher because she's probably blowing off 20 because she's more focused on her friend, squirrels, dogs, people, or whatever she's focused on. But the idea is for our training is that she shouldn't be focused on these certain things. So that's why it's really successful. So, but you never know. She could see her best friend. That's when you'll see most dogs struggle is when they know the person. Or if they're going on a walk with that person, you'll see her struggle, and then that's just a higher number needed. There's nothing to it, really. Good. Hi, it's Enrique with Canary Perspective. Today we have Lucy. What's up, Lucy? And this video we'll be going over the heel command. So heel is walk with me, stay with me, sit when I stop. It's a two-part video. The command is down for the slack leash in any environment. Part one, this is part one. So we're gonna be going over the shaping of the heel. So letting her know that, hey, this feeling means to follow me. Not using any words. So with our leash, we want this much, about this much slack. Thumb in our loop, so it's close to my remote. And then leash, the rest of the leash is over my pointing finger like this as a lock. Don't want to hold it like this, because then if she decides to go in flight mode or something, or maybe she sees like a little squirrel outside, I have her locked here, so she yanks or goes, she bolts. I have this lock. If you want to hold your leash in one hand, you'll just put this loop on your left thumb, so it looks like this. And then you'll hold all of it, pulling it down closer to your knuckles, and it's closed. So with the slack, I'm going to walk forward. Lucy's probably going to pass me. So once that right shoulder passes my left leg, what I'm going to do is an immediate 180 to my right. With that, I am pressing this button. It's correcting her for passing me, but then the turn is redirecting her. That's why they understand faster, because we're giving them the correct answer, and then when they come to us, the pressure goes away. So they're like, oh, that's all. But with the slack, you're probably going to see a little bit more than passing me. You're probably going to see her go to my right side, resist, go left, these other things, because we need to let her try out her options so that she knows this is the only answer, this is the right answer, is just to walk next to Enrique. If she goes to my right side, I keep moving forward. I give gentle pressure back to my left, and I'm tapping to flush her out to my left. If she resists and doesn't want to move, I keep moving and I tap again. We find that the working number was 20 in the last video, and we're actually going to go ahead and lower it, because just in general, she's pretty much just settled. So I'm going to go down to, I think we're going to cut it in half and go down to 10. So we're at 10 right now. I'll let you know if I have to increase it or decrease it. What else? Am I missing anything? Walk with me, stay with me, sit when I stop. We're not going to worry about the auto sits right now. We'll see how far we can get, and then we can worry about that at the end of the video. What else? Good, we're just going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull her this way and just start walking forward. Okay, so turn, tap, tap, tap. Good girl, tap, tap. Good, tap, tap, tap. Good. So turn here and then tap. Good job. Tap. Good. Good job. Turn, tap, tap. Pull to my left, tap, tap. Good. Turn, tap. She's got like a really goofy walk. Pull to my left, tap, tap. Good. Turn, tap, tap. Good job. Good job. Good. Slow turn. Good. No taps because she turns with me. Turn. Tap. 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 Good. I went up to 15. Turn. Tap. 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 Good. Tap. Tap, 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 tap. Good. So there, tap is resistance, but then she's also trying to not do this activity because she's putting her paws on the leash. So when a dog does that, they're trying to take back control, tap. And they know the leash gives us humans control. So she's going for the leash, so she puts both paws on it and tries to pull it down. So she tap. She doesn't have to do this. So when that happens, as you saw what I did, you pull up, tap, and then pressure kicks in. So she's doing it again. Tap. Good. Tap. 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 Good. Relax. Once I see those paws come out of the leash, tap, tap. Then I go ahead and relax. Slow turn, tap, tap. Tap. Tap, tap. Good, I bumped it to 20. I'll do 18 actually. Tap. Good, turn, tap, tap, tap. Good, I bumped it to 20. Turn, pull to my left, tap. Good. And the reason why we want this much slack is because we want to let them make the mistakes, right? If I'm taking too much leash, well then yeah, she's going to walk next to me because I'm not allowing her or giving her the leash. She gets so wiggly. Giving her the leash to make the mistakes, but then if I'm giving her too much leash, she's going to step over. So that's why we want that J at the armpit. Tap. Jumping isn't the answer. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Dude, she's really silly. Slow turn, no taps, no taps. Good. So to know how much progress we're making, we're keeping track of like how many taps. So there's 3 taps right there. How many taps are happening? And we can also do tap. So there 1 tap she follows me. Before it was a few taps because she was just taking the hits at 20 right now. Good. Good job. Turn, tap. Good. Good. So if I walk slow, she should walk slow like this. Tap. 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 Oh, that was growling. There's someone's dog over there. Good. You just want to get pets. Good, slow turn. Good. I think this is a great video to watch if you're worried about your dog personality getting lost. This is only that. I mean, that only happens if the dog has any is insecure. Good. So when I stop, she stops. If I turn, she's turning with me. Good. Good. No taps are happening here. Good job. I walk forward. She should walk forward. If I turn, tap. She simply just turns with me if I need a tap. Good. So if I walk slow, she should walk slow, my pace. If I stop, she stops. Now, a 70% there. She did really good. She quickly stopped that pawing on the leash, trying to take back control. I like the way she responded when I tapped. She just quickly turned, stuff like that, because she would stand there and she didn't want to move. It's like I saw twitch, 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 and then she'd move. So I can't have that, so I went to 20, twitch, she moves right away. Going between the legs, I still pull out away and tap, tap, tap to flush her out of there. She's stopping that. It's easier to get her out of there. She's also not doing it as much. Jumping on me, I am pulling up and away and tapping, or I can just tap as I'm moving to let her know that that is also the incorrect answer and that won't turn off this pressure. I think that's all she did. Resistance was at first, but then that quickly stopped. So auto sits, I'm going to give gentle pressure up and tap with the tension. As soon as I see Lucy's butt start to sit down or go down, I stop all tension and pressure. So up and then tap and then relax. Up and relax. Wait, nope, up. Tap, tap. And on the croc, or on the shoe. I'm not wearing Crocs today. I thought I was wearing Crocs. It's a good girl. Good. We walk forward. Good. Turn, tap. Super close now. Tap. Good. Now slow. What's she doing here? Slow to a stop. Good. I'll accept this. Up. Tap. Yes. Good girl. Walk forward. We're gonna do three more. We already did 2. Tap. Tap. Good. Slow to a stop. And then we're gonna do up, tap. Yes. Good job. This is the wiggliest dog I've ever seen. Tap. Tap. Good. Slow to a stop. And then up, tap. And relax. Yeah. Walk forward. 2 more. Tap. Turn, tap. Tap. Slow to a stop. Pull up, tap. And relax. Good. Yeah. One more. Tap. Good. So easy, got easier to put her in a sit. Now the only thing that's left is her doing it by herself. So every time I come to a stop, I actually pause for a bit to see if she'll just offer me the sit first. Tap. But she's still not, but she's still giving me that sit. Tap. Tap. Relax. So this is laying down. Tap, not what we wanted. Good. So it's just repetitions. The more we repeat this, she's going to understand that there's a sequence. Every time we come to stop, he pulls up and taps, and I have to sit. Pressure goes away, he gives me praise, we keep moving. Okay, what if I just sit before all that happens to avoid it? Oh, okay, that works. So it's just repetition for that, but other than that, nothing out of the ordinary for the first video. She did really good. We're going to go ahead and start practicing this. Part 2 of the heel command is us adding the phrase or the word in heel. And then we're also going to be doing different body language stuff, so how to use the word heel and then turning and everything. But good first session. She did really good with the e-collar. Nothing out of the ordinary. She's a very wiggly girl. The other command we teach with this video, or the first time we teach any command, is break. So break is a release command where she can go ahead and go potty and do whatever she wants. She's released from me. So if I'm outside, I'm on the sidewalk, I stop right before the grass. I cue the word break, I pull her off me, and then she can go do whatever she wants. So here, break, I pull her off, and now she's free. Now she doesn't need to walk in heel or anything like that. She's free to do her doggy stuff. So yeah, nothing out of the ordinary with Lucy. She did really good. She's gonna keep practicing, keep drilling these things out until we get what heel is supposed to be, which is the walking with me and then sitting when we stop right away. Good. Hi, San Miguel Canine Perspective. Today we have Lucy. And this video we're going to be going over heel part 2. So we're going to go over how the word heel works and kind of what it means. So if I'm looking at Lucy like this, and then I just say heel, I don't expect Lucy to come to my left side and sit. Right? That's a different command. It's called finish. Heel is kind of walk with me command. So what would happen is I say heel and I start walking and Lucy should just follow. Now if Lucy's not following me and she's still sitting here, then I'll start tapping to make her catch up. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a few stops and I'm going to be saying the word heel. After I say the word heel, my left leg will start moving forward. So it's going to be heel, left leg, slow to stop, heel, left leg. And again, if she doesn't follow, I'm tapping. I'm not tapping when I say heel as well. Heel, left leg. Good. Slow turn. Slow to a stop. She sits, good girl. Heel, left leg. Slow to stop. Good girl. Heel, left leg. Good. Good job. Shh. Slow to stop. And tap for the sit. Tap, tap. Heel, left leg, and slow to stop. What's a good, Lucy? Yes, good. Good. So nothing out of the ordinary. It's a very simple exercise. She's trying to sit again. Yeah, on my shoe. Very simple exercise and very easy way to get your dog conditioned to the words heel. Shh. So what's happening is it's just following me. When right now I'm repeating it after every single stop, but that's not how it's going to work. I'm just doing that to speed up the conditioning process of it. So if I'm on the actual walk at home, I'm going to go ahead and say heel once to start the walk. When I come to a stop, I tapped her, and then I don't need to say the word heel again. All I'll do is start with the left leg and then move forward, and that's just expected for her to walk with me. So after this video, we won't be doing that anymore. All the trainers will be doing it for the first sessions of the heel, and after that, it'll just be heel, we walk, we stop, left leg moves, we don't need to see it say it again. So now we're gonna go over left turns and right turns. So throughout this video and last video, I've been saying slow, slow to stop, or slow, and then a slow turn. So this slowdown is going to be part of this exercise. The slowdown is needed for two reasons. The first reason is to be fair to Lucy. So it's similar to like driving. If we're going to come to a stop sign, no one slams on the brakes, we slow down and then we stop. And if we're going to turn, we slow down and then we turn. So again, to be fair to the drivers behind us and to be fair to Lucy, that's why we're going to slow down. What we're also going to be doing is, the second reason we slow down is to make sure she's paying attention. Because if we do our part correctly, we slow down with the stop sign, but then we still get hit in the rear, that is that person's fault. So here, if I slow down like I'm supposed to be doing, and I see Lucy continue to pass me, I won't do the turn, I won't do the stop, I will turn, do the 180 to my right, and tap. So we're going to go over left turns first. So heel, left leg, and tap. Good. If I'm turning left, I always start with the opposite leg. So I'm going to start with the right leg, and it's going to be right, left, right. Good girl. Good. Slow first. I see she's paying attention, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the right leg, and the right leg again, back the other way. I'm making a square, slow. Good. Right, left, right. Slow. Right, left, right. Good girl. Slow. Right leg, right leg. Good. Slow. Right, left, right. Good. All turns, we always start the opposite leg. So now I'm turning right. I'm gonna do some right turns. I start with the left leg. So it's gonna be left leg, left leg, tap. Good. Slow first. Left leg, left leg. Good. Slow. Left, right, tap, left. Slow. Left, right, left. One more. Slow down first. Left leg, left leg. Good. Now I'm going to mix the turns, mix them up. So here's a left turn. Right, left, right. Good. Slow first. Here's another left turn. Right leg, right leg. Slow. Here's a right turn, left leg, left leg. And we'll stop there. Tap. Get her closer. Good, so nothing out of the ordinary. For the right turns is when you'll most likely need to tap if she's getting, just like she stops there, she's thinking we're stopping. But we shouldn't be tapping throughout the turns, there's just a lot of body language things. So for the left turns, to help you out if you're having difficulties, we'll have the owners use the cracks on the sidewalk. So if I'm approaching a crack, and let's say the crack's right here, This right leg lands on the crack, this left leg lands on the crack, and the next right leg is going the other way. So the right, left should land on the crack. Just to give you more of a guidance, and you're just making like a square. If Lucy's really close with you, right, you need to make an actual square, right? Because sometimes owners will go like around, but you want to go left, right, no, right, left, right. So it's just a square. If Lucy's too close to you, owners will tend to want to go around the dog if they don't want to bump him. But you technically do want to bump Lucy, let her know that you're in my space. So when you're practicing heel, you'll collar her up, bring her down, potty, 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 get that stuff out the way first, find your number. Once you've found your number, you will cue the word heel, left leg, and you'll start your walk, and you're actually going to do 5 left turns, 5 right turns, 5 slow to stops, just as a little warm up for you and Lucy. Once that's completed, you'll do your actual walk from there. Other than that, that's heel. Remember to turn to your right immediately once you see her right shoulder pass your left leg. Good. Break. Hi, it's Enrique from Perspective. Today we have Lucy. In this video, we're going over the stay command, which may be a little difficult for the Lucy. Stay is stay in a position spot you're in. Right now, Lucy is not in a sit. She's technically in a heel, so the last thing I said right now. Working number is 28. So a lot of owners will think that this position, this spot, is called sit, but it's actually called heel. So we have a verbal and like a visual for stay. The visual is waving the left hand in front of the dog's face. So it's going to be stay. And we pair that hand with the verbal cue. So I've already said stay. What I'm going to do is shorten my leash like this. I'm going to pivot out in front of her, starting with my right foot facing Lucy. Now, the reason why I'm shortening my leash is because I'm expecting Lucy to move. When I step out in front of her and I face her, if she moves, all I have to do is pull up and tap, up and tap. So if I don't shorten my leash and I give her that training leash, my arm is going to end up here to correct it, and I don't want to do all that work, so I just need to up here. And I'm quicker because I want to minimize the range of motion, of movement, the space she has to move around while doing the stay to make it easier to keep her in that same spot. Because if my arm is relaxed and I give her a lot of leash, she can move around. So how am I supposed to make her stay there if she has all this leash? Who is doing that? Otis. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to be using heel and stay because I need to get her to move and then stop and then to stay. Stay. Okay. Shorten my leash first before I move out. Right foot out, facing Lucy. Good job. Return to her side. Good. Heel, left leg, tap. Tap. Good. Good job. Good. Slow to a stop. And then tap with a sit. Good. Gonna have to lower it. Stay. Okay. Right foot out, facing Lucy. Good job. Turn to her side. Good girl. Heel, left leg. Good. So that seems to be easy for her. Tap. So now what we're going to do is advance it. I'm going to do a half circle. Stay. Right foot out. Good. So here's half. Up. Okay, she's fine actually. Return to her side. Try the other side again. Up, tap. 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 See if you can move it back there. Good. Tap. 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 Wait. Tap. Good, relax. So as soon as the butt moves down, I stop tapping, I relax my leash. And I also, if I'm doing a circle like this, half circle, I stop my movement and then correct and address her breaking the stay, and then I keep moving. Heel. Tap. Good. Shh. Slow to stop. Good. She's got it, good. Just move with her here for the video. Stay. Right foot out, facing Lucy. Half circle. Good. This is a full circle. Good. Same thing, full circle. If she gets up here, I stop, up, tap. Good girl. Good. Heel, left leg. No taps there. Tap. Tap, tap. Good. Stay. Good job. Good, we're gonna do one more. Heel, left leg, tap. Tap. Wait, tap. 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 So I'm trying to see if I can fix that looking towards a playpen. Tap. Because what's happening there is she's more concerned about the dog and the playpen than me. So what I'm doing is I'm increasing the power. Good. So when I walk forward, tap. If it's a higher number, that is telling her like, oh, that is uncomfortable. I should watch where Enrique is going, not what Biggie's doing. Tap. Good. Slow to a stop. So here. Okay, try this again. If not, we'll have to do this tap. Tap on a separate thing, not this video, because this might need a separate like session. Not quite. So yeah, I'm just gonna ignore it for now. Tap, and I just get to stay down for right now. Why does this thing keep coming off? It's a little flat. Okay. Go back down to her working. 20. Stay. Right foot out. Good. A little circle here. Good. So we even took a break from stay there and tried doing some other exercise. And she still held the stay. So good. So right foot is important because in more advanced training, if a trainer puts a dog in the heel and they come to a stop and the right leg starts, the dog automatically stays behind. Just about being consistent, no words said also. So the reason why we use the right foot is because left foot has already been drilled out for heel. So if I start with the left leg and Lucy has seen that, she's probably gonna wanna follow impulsively because she's been drilled to see that. So always using the right leg just to help differentiate and separate the two commands. Tap, 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 wait, tap. No taps are going on there. Good. So there, I was relaxed and then she came to my right side. So tap, tap, tap until she goes back there. Don't worry about that for now. It'll make more sense in her second video where we start doing long distance stay and you'll see what that means. But I told her to stay there. She came over here, so I'm correcting her to go back there and go back to sitting. Shortening her leash, pivoting off the right foot. I don't repeat stay. So if she breaks stay, I don't say stay again. That's just correcting it to e-collar always, because then you reset the brain, and then she's always going to keep breaking it, because then she's going to think, okay, I need to stay when he says stay again, but then I can break it whenever I want, which is not true. So to practice crosswalks, if you get the hand stop sign, do a quick stay, green light, or like the walking sign, heel, good girl, and you do your walk. Maybe when she goes number 2, pick up the bag of poop, give yourself in the trash can some space, stay, right foot out, toss it, return her side, heel, and you're good to go. Thresholds as well, you can practice staying in those scenarios. Least use command again, because all of our commands have implied stays within, so we don't say down stay, sit stay, heel stay, come stay, play stay. It's all implied, so there's no need to say stay. It's just down, sit, stay, come. Well, stays already stay. So other than that, nothing out of the ordinary with her. We'll focus more on her attention on me, make her more aware, because she's over here like, okay. And I'm walking, and I'm having to tap every single time. So when that's happening, I just need to increase and increase, because I shouldn't be tapping every single time. It should just be following me. No need for taps. What else? Other than that, she did good. Break. You're a good girl. Hi, it's Enrique, the Canine Perspective. Today we have Lucy. In this video, we'll be going over place command. Place is go to this object and don't hop off. She can sit, stand, lay down, chew on the bone, do whatever she wants. She just can't hop off the object. So we're using a lifted dog bed. You can use whatever you want. Yoga mat, towel, her own bed, whatever works for you and whatever you like. But as long as it's a solid perimeter. So this has a very solid perimeter for the dogs to understand with a clear visual of what is on and what is off. We like these because it allows airflow. So a dog laying on here for such a long time, they won't get hot. It's just flow and they remain cool. They're also really sturdy, but you can use whatever you want. What else? So we're gonna be shaping it first, just getting it to go on there. So our working number right now is 16 from the last video. We're gonna go down to 12. Teach you something new, so you want to start low. So what we're going to be doing is shaping the behavior. So I'm going to bring Lucy to the placemat, and right now I'm not going to use any words. I'm just going to give tension, guidance to the placemat, and pairing that tension with the tap. I am not moving anywhere. I'm keeping my feet planted here, and I'm just using my arm. And you're going to find as I keep increasing my distance, I'm not moving my feet. I'm doing everything, and she's doing all the work. Because trainers usually teach place. They'll have the dog here, place, they'll walk the dog all the way to the placemat and put him here. So that walking back and forth becomes part of the command, but I want to be here, and if I say place, the dog needs to finish the command. Or if I'm all the way by that corner of the wall, corner over there by those pink stairs, and I say place, Lucy from where she's at next to me should just come all the way over here and finish the command herself. I shouldn't need to walk her there. So tension, things to expect, maybe some bucking around resistance, knowing Lucy. But we are at 12, so I'm going to give tension right now, and then tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Good job. Pooped a little there. So there we get a lot of resistance. This dog has already been showing signs that she didn't really want to do what she is told to. So like in the heel command, she wanted to grab the leash, got that done. She doesn't really like leash pressure in general. So here, doesn't want to go on the object, already doesn't like leash. This is the second video we're doing. She's already stressed, so she's doing a lot of resistance. I ended up going to like 50, and then she started to move. Once she started to move, it was very easy to get her there, but since she doesn't want to do it, little poop comes out. Break. Okay, pause it here and just clean this up. At 38, we found the number. We're gonna try again. So gentle pressure. I have not tapped yet. This is all just the leash. Tap. Tap. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Good. And now, break. I just pull her off. We're gonna do this 4 more times on each side of the placemat. Dogs taking pictures, so if we keep practicing on one side, they're only gonna know it on one side, so we wanna expose them to all sides. Now she wants to go on there. Pull her back. tension, tap. Yes, good girl. She's a good girl. Good. Break. 3 more. Pull back. I don't need her sitting, I just need her to not move towards the placemat. Because I want to make sure that my cue, which is this, tap, is making her, is the send off. Break. Tension, tap. Yes, good girl. Break. Good. I'm also slowly increasing my distance. Tap. Good job. Yes, a good girl. Yes, a good girl. Yes, a good girl. Look at you be all wiggly. Oh, yes. So, nothing out of the ordinary. First 1 and 2 tend to be like the hardest. After that, they usually just do it right away. Break. So now what we're going to be doing is switching it up. I'm going to approach the placemat, and instead of giving leash tension and tapping, I'm going to tap first. Because I want to make sure that this is the tool that's making Lucy go to the placemat, not the leash. So I'm going to keep my leash slack. I'm at 30, tap. Good. So the leash only happened when she went backwards, but then after that she did not do anything else. She was like, oh, probably just go here. Good. Break. 4 more. Tap. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Break. Tap. Yes, good job. Good. Break. So I'm seeing a lot of 1 tap, she goes. Tap. Good job. Break. Tap. Tap. Good. So like I said, as soon as I see her start to move towards placemat, I stop the pressure. First part of place is the send off, second part of place is the staging part. So what I'm gonna do here is do a little walk around. If Lucy hops off the placemat, I stop my movement, tap, 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 until she turns around and goes back to the placemat. She did good. Break. Lucy. Yes, a good girl. Just pull her back. I'm not tapping for that either. Tap. Tap. Yes, good job. A little walk around. Break. Good job. Tap. Yes, good job. Good girl. A little circle. Break. Tap. Yes. A good girl. Break. Good girl, Lucy. And she's got it. Tap. Good. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. Now what we're starting to see is she wants to go there, but I'm not letting her go there. So that's why we're getting like the constant, like, let me go, let me go, let me go. It's because she's figured out what's happening. So it's just like, you're gonna send me there, so let me just go there right now. Break. Very consistent now. So we're gonna go ahead and start using the word place. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna say place. If Lucy goes there, there's no tap. I'm not tapping when I say place at the same time also. I'm only tapping when she doesn't go there. So right now, place, tap. Good, like that. Good girl. Break. Just getting comfortable there. Lucy, break it, come on. Good. Nope. Place, tap. Good job. Break. Place. Good, no taps there. Yes. Good job. Break. Place. No taps. Yes, Lucy. Break. One more. Place. Perfect. So nothing out of the ordinary. She got the hang of it. Oh, when she hears a word, she goes there for the last three or two, I think. So it's just a sequence. So at first it was place. She didn't know. Tap, and she went. Sometimes dogs get it right off the bat. Sometimes they don't. So as she recognizes that there's a sequence, I hear this word, this happens, I need you to go here, it goes away. Oh, what if I just go there before they tap me? Then that's what happens. So when you're practicing or after this session video, we're going to go ahead and get her started on duration work. So there's two ways to practice duration work. So the duration work is like staying here. So we have columns, the bed, and a tether. We're going to go ahead and connect it to the tether, and we're giving her enough leash to get all four paws off the placement. So about like this and like this much, this cut in half, maybe this much, this whole thing for her because she's small. An hour. I'll train the dog here. She's there for an hour. If she hops off, she comes off, she hits the end of the tether. I start tapping, she'll just turn around and either retract her paws back or just turn around and come back to the placemat. I didn't see her make a mistake except for the first one where she jumped off, overshot it, tap, tap, she came back. She's done. So that's how we're practicing. If we see any whining, barking, or hear any whining, barking, or maybe she decides to chew the tether, the leash, we can correct that on 30. I've been on 30 the whole time. Now, what might happen is she might hop off place because she's going to be thinking something, this picture here had something to do with it, the placemat. So she hops off it. We're going to continue to tap until she goes back to the placemat. Until she goes back to the placemat. We're not repeating place, so if she hops off right now, I don't say place because then I reset everything. We tap on the e-collar to let her know that you don't do that. You only come off when I say break. So if you don't have anywhere you can tether her to, you'll start like this. So start close, foot on leash, sit on your couch, watch a movie, read a book, work from home, do whatever you'd like to do stationary. And then if you feel her tension on your foot, you'll know, oh, is she hopping off or not? Then you can start tapping for her to come back. You'll want to start close because if you start right off the bat, off in the corner of the room or wherever her bed is currently, if it's far from you, there's going to be a lot of walking back and forth. And you're also going to want to keep that leash on because at first she's going to have a difficult time of getting used to like, oh, place is also here. So you'll have that leash just guide her back for the first few mistakes you see. So keeping that leash on, starting her close, working her way out to the corner or like in the middle of the room, wherever you'd like to have her placed at. Like I said, you can use whatever object you want, but when you go home and you start practicing this command, you're going to want to repeat all these steps over again. Leash, e-collar, leash, e-collar, leash, e-collar. Then e-collar to make sure that the e-collar is a tool that's making her go there, and then leash, e-collar, then leash, e-collar, then leash if needed. It's always good to let her figure out herself so that she's getting the answer, she's figuring out she's doing the work herself. So it's like if you have a student and like you see them struggling, you're like, it's just this. And then as soon as they start struggling again, it's just this. And you keep helping them, they're never going to figure it out. Which is just anything in life, so anything stressful. If you're always being given things, and then once you're thrown into something, you're just like, I don't know what to do here because everything was always handed to me or fed to me. So letting her figure it out is very important, not helping her. So every time I tapped, I would wait and tap again, and I wait. And then you see her move around, that's the brain thinking. She shoots there, she got the correct answer. So that's why she made quick progress. She's like, oh, okay, this is it, I got it. She figured it out herself. So yeah, this command is just used as like you're cleaning the house. Place, go over there, let me clean the house. If you have guests come over, they aren't a fan of dogs, place. Just make sure guests feel comfortable because now they're seeing that you have control over your dog. So those are both really good reasons to do. Place command, it's also like if you're having dinner, you know she's gonna be a little, maybe a little bothersome. You could just place her, eat your dinner, cook your dinner, then eat, and she's over there minding her own business. Hi, this is Rick with Canine Perspective. Today we have Lucy. We're going to be going over the board, the down, and the sit command. We're going to go over down first. So down is your traditional of lay down, don't move, but we need to teach it with the e-collar. So the way we teach it is through leash pressure and the remote, obviously. Going to go down 19, and what we're going to be doing is I'm going to have my foot on the leash. I'm going to be pulling up. So when I pull up on leash, as I keep pulling, I get tension, very light tension, and I'm going to pair that with the remote.
Yeah, you can wait till tomorrow. That's fine. You already paid your invoice, so there shouldn't be a problem. Just make sure you got all this food ready. The e-collar will make sure if it's the right one or not, and then just.
So things to expect is some resistance. I'm not using any words right now. I'm just going to get her used to feeling the e-collar and laying down. Once that's consistent, then I'll start adding the word down. So here, I'm going to give tension on the leash. So I feel tension here. I did, sorry. Tension, and then tap. This is 10, tap. Tap.
Between 2 and 7. So, if you don't want to wake up early or whatever, that's fine. Just
tap.
Make sure it's here by at least between 2 and 7.
And yes. I don't care that not Toasty. Sorry, we're just training a dog named Toasty. I don't care Lucy gets up as soon as she goes down for now, just because this is something new. I'm just carrying that she went with the pressure. Good girl. Break. No, you didn't. It's ready for tomorrow. I'm talking to Donovan.
Wait, I can't leave it for tomorrow. It has to be clean.
No, it's ready for tomorrow. No one's been in it. It's not dirty.
It's dirty.
Okay. Tension.
You already poured
Tap.
water? Well, that was nice of you.
Jeez. Come here. Tap. 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 Tap.
Oh.
Tap.
Okay, sounds good. You mean here or you mean now? Oh, yeah, right?
Tap. Tap. Yeah. Good. Break. I'm going to do 3 more. Shh. Yes, good. Good. 2 more. Break. And tap. Yes, that was a good one. Good. Let's be more specific now. Tap. Good. Good. My foot's not on the leash. Tap. 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 Yeah. Tap. 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 Yeah. Foot's not on the leash so I can see her get up. There we go. Good. Every time I give you praise, you get excited. Break. Okay, 1 more. Good. Tap. Yes. Who's that? Keely? I have hers remote. Break. Good. So since that's getting really consistent now, and she's also kind of laying down by herself, what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that the e-collar is the tool that's making her lay down, not the leash or the foot. So what I'm going to do is give her this much leash, and every time she lays down before I tap, I'm just going to pull her up. Like that. 17, and then tap. Yes. Tap. 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 Yes. Tap. Tap. Yes. There she goes. Break. Good. 4 more. Tap. 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 Yes. Yes, good. It's a good. Good job. Break. 2 more, or 3 more, I mean. Shh. Good. 13, pull up. Tap. Yeah. Tap. Yeah. Yes, Lucy. What's Lucy? Break. 2 more. Tap. Yes. Oh, tap. 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 And yeah, there we go. So I kept my hand here, did it differently. Usually before I was removing my hand and then tapping should go down, but I kept my hand there, so I was getting confused. But I ended up going up to 45 for that. Shh. Wait. Okay, 1 more. Go down 25. 20, I mean. Shh. Tap. 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 Stay over here, buddy. Tap. Tap. This is 9. Tap. Good. Good. So nothing out of the ordinary. I didn't tap there. Tap. 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 Good. Tap. Tap. Good. So I didn't do nothing out of the ordinary here. So what we're going to be doing now is adding the word. Adding the word to what the behavior we created, which is going to be down. So I'm going to say down. If Lucy doesn't lay down, I tap. If Lucy lays down, there's no tap. I'm also not tapping when I say down at the same time. It's just down. Okay. Break. What time is Donovan leaving?
Huh?
What time are you leaving?
5:10.
Okay. 5:10.
Yes, 5:10. What?
You made that time?
What?
Ah, forget it. Okay. Trying to pull up. Down. Tap. 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 So I'm gonna help her out here. Tap. Tap. Good. Break. Shh. Down. Yes. Yeah. Tap. Tap. Yes. Break. Yeah. There are 3 more. Down. Tap. Tap. This is 3. Yes. Yeah, you hold it. Good girl. Break. Shh. Down. Yes, that was a good one. Good, so nothing out of the ordinary again with that part. At the end, I said down, she did a little spin, and she lay down. Usually that spin will go away. It's just I'm trying to figure out what is being wanted, so I'm not being too picky of like laying down right away. Or if she even went over here, I just let it happen. Here and there, I was like, okay, that was a little too far. So then I did correct it. I made her come back here and then lay down. So 5 to 10 minutes working on the send-off, the duration part. I start with just having her here, giving her praise, making her hold it, keep repeating that. Then to move on to the next duration part would be like walking around her, just like this. And as she gets up, immediately start tapping, step on the leash, because you know you're probably gonna have to help her, but you want the pressure to kick in as soon as possible. So on your walks, if you're in heel and you recognize a familiar face, or you see a familiar face, and you know you're going to talk for a while, instead of making her do the auto sit for the heel for the stop, you let her do that first, then say down, step on the leash, and have a conversation with your friend. Because if you keep her in the sit for the heel, she's most likely going to break it, because sitting for that a long time for dogs is uncomfortable. So she's going to end up laying down. And as humans, we see that as like, okay, well, she's just laying down, she's resting, but she's technically breaking the heel. So that's going to affect the training. So what you want to do is correct that if she does lay down before you cue it. Then once you've gotten her up to the sit, then you'll say down, and then she should just lay down. You step you're mostly going to have to help her because you corrected her for laying down, but she broke the heel. And then you'll say down again, or you'll say down for once you correct her. Then you'll most likely need the foot on the leash to make the command happen, because she's going to be confused. Once you've done that, you'll keep the foot on the leash and have a conversation. When you're done with your conversation, you're going to say heel, and you'll walk forward with the left leg to put her back into the heel command. And that's all of the down. So the next command we're going to be going over is sit. So sit has already been shaped, and she's already kind of doing it back to back. She's already sitting. I'm not saying sit. She's not in heel. She's just sitting. So if we don't see any, that's probably why, but we've already shaped it. We've already pulled up a tap, up a tap, up a tap. And now what we're gonna be doing here is just saying sit. So here, I can technically do it now. I'm at, I'll do it for 6. So here, sit. Tap. Yes. Good girl. Break. Good girl, Lucy. Lucy. Good girl. Good. That's a good girl, Lucy. Sit. Tap. Good. Break. What's up, Lucy? Hey, Lucy. What's up? What's up? Good. So she's standing here. She sits though. Good. What's up? Sit. Tap. Pull up. And relax. Good. Break. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sit. No taps, no leash needed. Good. Break. What's up? Sit. Good. Break. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sit. Tap. Good. Break. What's up? Sit. Good. Break. Sit.
Yeah, I
Tap.
I've seen it there before too. I didn't know. I was like,
Good. So you have down and sit. She did good with both of them. Just shaping that sit was already down, so that's why it's easier here. But it's like with the down. If you pull up and tap, we want to eventually get rid of that pulling up, like with the down with the foot, and then just move on to the either e-collar or just I say it, she doesn't do it, I tap, I'll pull up if you need help. But good, that's all. Hi, it's Enrique at Canine Perspective. Today we have Lucy in this video. We're going to be going over recall. It's a common call command. So our setup is Diamond here has a short leash. I have the long leash and the e-collar because I'll be doing the recall. The short leash is needed or is here for forcing a separation because you're going to find that Lucy's going to get the hang of what's the exercise and what's going on and what's going to happen next. So you're going to find that Lucy doesn't want to stick next to me because I'm just going to call her again. So the long leash is to make the command happen and create that realistic distance. When you're handling the long leash, you want your thumb to loop like this, so it's locked. E-collar goes in the right hand as well. I only need the pointing finger and the thumb to increase and decrease the numbers and to obviously nick the dog. This gives me 3 fingers available, so with these 3 fingers, I'm going to use to reel in my leash. My left hand will be holding the rest of the leash like this and reeling in like this. The reason why I want to reel in is because I don't want Lucy to have 30 more feet to pass me. So I'm reeling it in as she's coming to me. When I'm done reeling it in, I don't want to close it like this because this causes rope burn. What I do want to do is lock it like this. So then it won't come out of my fingers. And it's locked here and it's also locked here. So I'll show it again, like that. And I'm not carrying the rest of the leash, I'm just letting it hit the ground. When I'm done, lock it like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. But yeah, recall is the come and call command. The end goal is Lucy come. She's coming to me, I'm moving backwards as she's coming to me, and then I'm reeling my leash at the same time, and she's to land a foot or 2 in my vicinity in a sitting position. Doesn't matter if she's on my left side, the front side, the right side, or behind me. She just needs to be in my little circle. I also have food here to pair that. So when we're shaping it, right, because I'm not going to be using words right away, I'm going to shape this behavior first. We're going to be using the leash pressure and the remote. So I'm going to, right now my leash is slack. So when I reel it to about here, I feel tension. With that tension, I'm going to be tapping, and as soon as Lucy gives into the tension or like the pressure and makes her way to me, I'm going to move 3 to 4 steps backwards like this and then hold, and we'll see what she does. If she stops in the middle or stops moving, I tap, move back again to get her to move, and I hold again. If Lucy passes me, I turn, face Lucy, move back, tap, tap, tap to make her come back to me. And again, she's to land a foot or 2 in my vicinity. Doesn't matter where on the body, but just in a sitting position that close. What else? 16 is my working number. We're starting low because we are teaching something new. 21 was the number we found earlier. So here is tension and then tap. Good, tap, tap. Yeah, good girl. Here she comes. I'll hold right here. She's looking at the dog. Tap. I don't know if it looks funny. Good. And yes. Good job. Break. And then once we're going to repeat this again, I will cue the word break, and that's when she can leave me. Everything is step by step to avoid dog comes, because a common error with trainers when they teach recall is the dog will come and go, so they'll never stay. So here, tension, tap, 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 move back, tap. So I was very interested in Diamond for some reason. Move back, wait. Tap, and yes, good job, break. So I know if I tap there, she would have backed up anyway, so I just try moving into her to see if she'll just stop that when she's on top of me like that. Because I don't want to ask for too much too soon of the recall. Oh, sorry. So tension here, and then tap, tap. Yes, it's a good girl, Lucy. Hold right here. So this is too far. So what I'm gonna do is move back, tap, tap, tap. Yes. Good job. Break. One more? Oh, two more.
I thought it was 2 more.
Yes, 2 more. And tension and tap. Yeah, good girl. There it goes. Good. Tap. Yes. Good job. One more. Break. And tension and tap. Tap. Yes, good girl. Move back, tap, hold. She'll say, how close am I supposed to get? There you go, yes. Good, break. So now we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of the leash pressure because I wanna make sure that she's coming to me because of the e-collar, not the leash. So everything remains the same except I'm gonna tap first, then give leash pressure if needed, which will most likely happen in the first few. Good. So slack leash, and then tap, tap, tap. Yeah, there you go. Good girl, Lucy. Good, so here I face Lucy, I move back and tap. Hold. Yes. Good girl. Break. 4 more. Slack leash and tap. Yeah, good girl. Might have to lower it. Overreaction there. That's 36. So here, 25, tap. Oh yeah, so this is a sit. This is a down, so I tap here. There we go, tap. Yes. We just did down earlier, so that could be why. And break. I'm gonna lower it to 20. Good. And tap, tap, tap. Yes, there we go. So that was a go on because I didn't need the leash to make her move. Well, the send off was good. Tap, not the finish. Tap, tap, tap. There she goes. I went up to 33 for that. Tap. Yes. And break. 3 more? Yes, 3 more. 5, 4.
Sure.
Tap. 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 There she goes. I went down to 25. Tap. Tap. Good. Hold right here. Yes. Cool pivot there.
I was gonna say, that was a fun little pivot.
Good. Break. Go lower. Here's 15.
That's my thing.
I didn't tap there. It looked like I tapped.
You didn't tap it?
No, I didn't. 2 more.
Why are you under my feet?
Whoa. It's just, I don't know where that's coming from. And then tap. Tap. Pressure, tap. Yes. Good girl. And here, I'm just gonna try to give a tap, see what she does. Tap, tap. There we go. Yeah, I'm on top of my feet. Yes, good girl. It's a good Lucy.
Let's see if you can get
Break. I'm gonna go lower, try 12. One more. Wait a moment. And tap, 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 tap. There she comes. Tap. There we go. That's a good girl. So here I'm gonna face her. Tap, tap, tap. Hold. And yes, tap. There we go. Break. I'm gonna do one more. Went up to 19 for that. I think you just pull her, she'll walk over it. There you go. Here's 10. Okay. Let her settle first. Good. Tap. Yes, good girl. Hold. We'll do one more after this one. Tap. 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 There we go. Break. Try one more. Again, 10. Let her settle first because I want to make sure that she's moving to me because of my e-collar, not just because she wants to. Good. And then tap. There we go. That was a good one. Tap, 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 tap. Yes. Good.
Really tough training for tonight.
Break. Let me go. But that's good we're seeing that because we need to see confusion to work through it, to let her know that that's not an option. So we're going to go ahead and add the cue. It's going to be Lucy come tap. I'll explain why we want to tap after we say Lucy come. But Lucy come tap, even if she's coming, I'll explain why. And we're still doing everything, moving backwards and reeling in my leash. So here, Lucy come, tap. Tap. Good. Yes. Tap. Yeah. Break. Shh. Okay. Lucy, come. Tap. 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 Good. Didn't come to me right away, but I didn't need the leash. Tap. Yes. Good. Break. 3 more. 5, 4. Oh. There we go. It was like all around her tail. Excuse me. Excuse me. Lucy, come. Tap. Yeah, good girl. She's got it. Wait. Good. No taps or anything there. She figured she corrected herself. Tap. Tap. I'll accept that. Yeah. Break. 2 more. Lucy. Good. Let her settle first. And just, okay. Lucy, come. Tap. Good girl. Nice. Very nice. Yes. Yeah. Break. 1 more. It's getting a lot better. Wait. Lucy, come. Tap. Yeah. That's a good girl. Okay. Tap. Tap. Wait. Good. We'll cap here. Thank you. Here, you can take her.
Okay. It's all tangled up there.
Cool. So nothing out of the ordinary. All that stuff was normal, like kind of running to the side. Needing a few more rounds of the e-collar itself just to make sure, because we want a little bit more of consistency before we add the phrase Lucy come. So reeling in your leash is important because, again, we don't want her having 30 more feet to come back to you or to pass you. The moving backwards is to attract her, to give her something to go to. So it's also like the visual. So if I'm at a loud environment and she can't hear me, she can see me. So an example would be if you're at a dog park and you're yelling, Lucy, come, you're tapping, but then she doesn't know what to do, so she lays down, but she's looking at you. You start moving backwards, she'll be like, oh, that's recall, and go to you. And the reason why we do Lucy, come, tap is because if she's off, or let's say we were practicing recall, and then we were doing Lucy, come, and she came every single time, we didn't need to tap. Well, in the future, if she's smelling, doing her own thing, and you say, Lucy, come, she's not coming, or she's still smelling, all right, well, then we have to tap. So maybe we tap, but then as soon as we tap, maybe Lucy does make the decision to come to you. So you technically tap too late. So two responses can occur. It could be a shutdown where she lays down, doesn't know what to do because she thinks she's doing something wrong because she's moving in a certain way to you, and she gets tapped. The other one would be she turns around and runs the opposite way because she's thinking she's going in the wrong direction. So we clarify that confusion now, letting her know that no matter when I tap on you or what number, pressure, you are still to follow through. To the recall, because recall is a very important command you definitely want to work through. So it's not a forever thing, it's just in the beginning until you start to see some consistency that she's coming to you no matter what. What's up? Oh, no, it's fine, I got it. What else? So when you're practicing, you can have this setup, but the setup is unrealistic because no one calls their dog from a stationary position or needs it there. People usually call their dogs when the dog is moving or running away. So the next step would be maybe Donovan takes Lucy away from me, and then in mid-walk, I recall her off the movement, and then after a few reps of those, once that's consistent, Donovan will jog with Lucy, and I'll call her off the jog. Maybe a little more difficult because it's a faster movement. So when you're practicing, again, you can have this set up. If you're by yourself, you'll just have her on a 30-foot long leash, letting her roam around, doing her thing. And then you just do the same thing. Lucy, come, tap, moving backwards, and then just letting her finish the command. If she's got squirrel drive or any drive with animals, you can recall her off when she sees a squirrel, when she's chasing the squirrel, or when maybe the squirrel goes up a tree and she's barking. Let her bark it out, because the more disengaged she is and then you do the recall, the stronger the recall will be. What you don't want to do is drill this command out because if you have a specific location where you like to have Lucy free roam and everything, and you're drilling recall, what can happen is you cause too much, she becomes too paranoid, to the point where you come to a park and you say, free, go run around, and she's not going to run around because she's be thinking, you're going to call me anyways, I don't want to go and be free because I'm going to stick next to you because you're going to call me. So the first time you go to the park, maybe do recall 3 times. The next time, don't do it any. And the next time, maybe do it at the end, you call her, heal, and then you go home. And then the next time, maybe 2, and then always be spontaneous with it, but always making consistent, obviously.